I think we should get rid of too much statistics, right? I think if there's something for which, if you look at marketing analytics, which people highly dislike, it is statistics, complex formulas, complex business models. I think that is something we should get rid of.
I think in our industry, a lot of managers think we do nothing else but simple data delivery, boring data. I would like to get rid of that image, in fact, and try to convince managers, and especially in the boardroom, that we can do a lot more than that.
Relating it to the end goal, what we are trying to achieve, that's something you should always pay attention to. Not only focusing upon the techniques that we use, upon the type of surveys, I don't know, that kind of stuff. No, always related to, in the end, the money that can be saved or the return on investment.
I think there is a lot of superficiality, and there's a lot of hiding behind data. There's a lot of belief in hard numbers, and I think the true story of a lot of brands, of a lot of products, is not in data, but it's behind the data. And if you go behind the data, you go to what people really find important, to what they really value.
I wouldn't necessarily throw everything away. I would keep what is the fundamentals of research and the fundamental methods. What I would definitely reset is the experience that managers are having when they are conducting research, and managers at the client side. I think marketing managers, senior level managers should actually be experiencing research, should be meeting up with consumers, with clients, and basically have their clients sitting next to them in the boardroom, as a matter of speaking, so that they really can feel and get the real life illustrative examples straight from the market, straight from the heart.
I think we should reset our tendency to focus on the average customer because it's something we have done for like 50 years and now it's time to focus on angry and euphoric customers.
Well, if I would have the opportunity to reset one aspect of our industry, I guess it would be the part where we have tended to bother respondents and track them down, hunt them down.
When I say data quality, I'm talking about data definitions, which are not appropriate. I'm talking about missing observations. I'm talking about data recency. I'm talking about consistent biases, which are available in the data. But I'm also talking about very simple things like data outliers, bad data integrity constraints, and so on.
There's an interesting post on Bacmar about Andrew Peace, who mentioned something like temporal infidelity. So if you make mistakes at the very beginning, they can be very costly. So I do believe that it's useful to gain some time in automation towards the more complex parts of the process. But the beginning, the data preparation and the project definition should be crystal clear if possible.
So given this crucial dependence upon data, I think the one thing that I would reset, if I was to go back in time, it was the data entry processes. I would completely redesign them. I would take a lot more care of data validation constraints to make sure we have good data quality, appropriate data quality, such that we're at least able to learn good and efficient models and support our business processes in an optimal way.
Well, I think there is one thing which is very important when we look at ourselves. We have sometimes a kind of a Calimero approach. We think we are small, we think we have nothing news to tell. And that's not the truth according to me. We have so much interesting things to tell, so we should get rid of that being small thing.